And this has a capacity of taking every of our load capacity within the MMA and even the surroundings.
Okay, what other improvements can we expect from this new plant?
From these new plants, they tend to be very fuel efficient.
Okay.
It's a landmark from where we're coming. They are computerized.
What is your relationship like with Eco Distribution, I guess formerly known as NEPA? Because a place like an airport, like I said, needs constant power. So I'm sure you guys have to have a close working relationship.
Yes, that is a fact. We have a very close working relationship. They are making us a priority area.
Okay.
Most of the time we don't, for us to have outages, it has to be due to maintenance of their facility or system collapse, which is something that comes once in a while.
It's quite rare.
That's quite rare.
Okay.
So we have a very close working relationship, and knowing fully well that an airport is not a one-man business, there's this synergy between the airport, the fan, and ecosystem to see that lighting shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. And how are you sort of training your staff on the upgraded equipment to orient them as to how to operate these things?
Yeah, training is an ongoing thing. Okay, it's not a one-time, one-off thing. It's an ongoing thing, and most of our staff have had some minimal training on this because it's just a year we took over.
Okay.
And as we progress, more staff will be trained and better trained, maybe even outside the country. But right now, we've had some minimal training in-house, and which they are coping very well, and their ingenuity too.
Okay.
Makes
so it's an ongoing process.
Yes, an ongoing process.
Right. Engineer Chidi, thank you very much for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
It's quite revealing to see that the self-generating power option gives fans rest of mind when it comes to alternatively powering up Murtala Mohammed International Airport. However, I begin to think about the safety of the overall facility as well as the people who troop in and out daily. Who better to ask than the Chief Security Officer of the airport?
Now, being the Chief Security Officer of the busiest airport in West Africa, I'm sure is no easy task. What's a typical day for you like in the office?
Very, very hectic, day in, day out. But the good thing is that we have a system that somehow regulates itself. As a Chief Security Officer, I don't do everything. We have officers placed on shifts. It's a kind of 4-shift system in line with the ICAO requirements. Okay. And every 6 hours, people step down, other people come on board. Okay. And it goes like clockwork. Okay.
Like you said yourself, safety is paramount everywhere in the world. And probably one of the most important places where that is actually the case would be at an airport. How safe are people coming into Nigeria and people leaving through the airport?
As it is, we're trying our utmost best to ensure that everybody going out of this country is properly x-rayed and searched so that it doesn't go out with whatever it's not supposed to go out with and embarrass the nation. Right. The same way, we make sure that every person coming in is properly searched also, its luggage and everything, to make sure it doesn't come in with things that are not supposed to come in with. For that, I would say we are trying, and with time also we're going to try and see, with the new authorities in, bring in the K9 division, so that we can also have dog sniffers and so on. And that would just be a matter of time.
The average personnel, security personnel on ground now, is he or she more alert than he or she was a year ago or in the past?
I'll say yes, because 1 or 2 years ago, we hadn't had issues of terrorism as per se. And there's red alert threat everywhere that everybody, not just this airport, everywhere in Nigeria, should be properly prepared to thwart any effort by these bad guys, just in case. We're trying the utmost we can to ensure that we're not taken unawares. If you see, there are other security agencies at the airport also.
I've seen quite a few different ones.
We have the Directorate of State Services.
Okay.
We have the Nigeria Customs Services. We have the Nigeria Immigration Services. We have the Military Airport Command under the auspices of the National Air Defense Corps.
Okay.
So all this put together a conglomeration of security forces on the alert to ensure that we're not taken by surprise, we're not taken unawares.
I would assume that there are also some plainclothes individuals.
Very many, they are there. But you see, just like we're preparing, you never can say
100% relaxed, sure.
But as far as we can do here, we're trying. I won't tell you the rest, but there are some others placed around.
On a need-to-know basis?
Yes, we're trying. On the tarmac, air side, land side, we're trying. Okay. The system, the new gadgets they brought, the ones they are still bringing, I say we are more alert now than we used to be.
Colonel Carl Olalu, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was great, sir.
Appreciate it.
As far as frequent travelers are concerned, there is nothing more comforting than safe flight assurance. But arrival could sometimes be a different story. Having seen the departure process in Lagos, I wanted to know a bit about the arrival experiences at Murtala Mohammed International Airport and met with the airport manager for a quick tour.
In terms of rehabilitation, what are some of the things being done at the airport here?
We have a lot of rehabilitation activities taking place. Okay. We have the expansion of the terminal building to accommodate more traffic. And we're thinking of expanding our runways, as you can see, to accommodate the bigger
planes. There's a plane right there.
Yeah. This was built to accommodate aircraft of the older generation. The plans are that we expand this to accommodate this new generation planes and going forward.
All right.
Yes.
In terms of flight tracking systems, control tower, and other sort of things, how improved is the airport here at Murtala Mohammed International?
Oh, fantastic. Right now I can tell you that we have the TRACON. That TRACON is a wonderful facility, but it enables the controller monitor a flight from the point of departure to the destination.
Throughout
the destination. They are able to track, they are able to monitor until it lands. So I think it's a wonderful thing, and it compares to any other facility around the world.
Really?
That is first class, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So for that, flying is no more what it used to be. You can say to a large degree that it's completely, almost absolutely safe.
It's quite noisy as a plane just landed, and I think the engines are still running.
Yes.
Can you take me through the process of what happens after a plane lands on the tarmac?
So when a plane lands on the tarmac, and safely, it touches ground on the tarmac, it rolls down the runway until it gets to the taxiway. Okay. After having had a slow speed, gets to the taxiway, and then the taxiway takes it up to the parking bay. As you can see, this is the parking bay that is designed to accommodate this type of aircraft. This is a 777 belonging to Emirates.
And they're offloading some cargo right now?
They're offloading some. Once it comes to a final stop, you can see it has come to stop to align with the tube.
All right.
Which you can see up there.
Okay.
So that's an entire process.
Oh yeah, I just saw the cockpit opening.
Yes, that's right. So.
All right.
So at that point, the entire process, and then the engine is cut off. Then the entire process of offloading, loading, cleaning, and so on and so forth, fueling.
Sure. And now we're here in baggage claim.
This is the baggage claim. It's an upgraded version of the older one we had before.
Okay.
And that is because our passenger traffic has grown and the aircraft capacity has now improved. So we need to be able to respond to that by installing brand new baggage claims that can handle the traffic.
What's the different feature on this newer one?
So the feature is that it is broader, it is faster, and then the travel time for the baggage is shorter.
Okay, so this is customer service?
This is customer service desk. In case you have passengers who are a bit weak and they want to rest after a long flight, they could sit down and wait, perhaps for those who have come to receive them.
All right.
So that's a special provision for them.
And this is a new feature that didn't exist?
Feature didn't exist at all.
Wow.
And we've taken advantage of the expansion of the terminal. Remember that this is the pillar that used to be there before.
Yes.
This pillar used to be outside.
All right.
But the expansion has gone past it. So we actually have increased the provision for the legroom.
Right.
And we've taken advantage of that by providing this facility for the customers.
Okay.
Yes.
And I noticed outside here, outside arrivals,
Yes, hello, hello.
there's a food court.
Yes, a food court came as a result of the need for those who might come to welcome their loved ones here. And they might want to have one or two things there. But it's a facility for everybody while we too are making some money out of it.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I think it's interesting. As you can see, even these kind of facilities are here. They never used to be here before. But now we've actually tried to standardize it such that people can come in here and get car hire service from this particular point. You can see Hearts there, they're internationally recognized.
Sure.
This is
Avis as well.
Avis as well, Hearts and Archer.
So you don't actually have to go outside and start scrambling
No,
for
you
a
don't have
taxi.
to.
You can just do it all from
You can
the
do it all
comfort of
from
within.
there, and then they will be made available for you. We recognize that foreigners would want to have Nigerian delicacies, ETC, so
Right.
they could just have a go at it here.
Right.
So while we too making some money, making money out of it. Airport has become a commercial area. It's a business environment. So we have done the expansion to cash in on some of those opportunities that
It makes
available.
sense.
Yeah.
So on a closing note, how do you see the future of Murtala Mohammed International Airport in the next 5, 10, 15 years?
Next time, 10, 5, 15 years, we're looking at progress. Because passenger traffic is growing. We're looking at greater business. We're looking at improving our facilities, the state of our facilities, to make sure that we do better than what we are now. We're looking at real big business here. We're looking at receiving bigger planes, that can carry more individuals to their destinations comfortably. We're looking at building a facility that can compare with any other facility like this around the world, just like our mission and vision statement says. So we're upbeat that we can do a lot better than this. And it's on that note that we, at the moment, plead with the general public to be patient with us. As you can see, our facilities, we are building and we are developing on them. Not naturally, if you reconstructing, we are transforming, it's often hard.
Sure.
But going forward in the next 5 years, we expect that this facility will have been completed. This place will be much more comfortable for everybody. We too are looking forward to doing that business.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Auta, thank you very much for your time, sir.
very much.
Appreciate it. According to the International Air Transport Association, 8 out of 10 of the fastest growing aviation markets over the next 2 decades will be in Africa, which is still rising. From Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm James Layode, and until next episode on Channels Discovery, it's goodbye for now.